What's up, guys? We're back with another one. So this is the third game. I played the second game already, but yeah, let's get into this. Hope my boys go crazy, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. The land of the free.
Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Brad Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Alan LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight we got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Sham Charania, sitting in with us as well. Sham, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big time.
Looking now at the lineup.
Alright, it's game time, boys.
Some names out of action.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. They've got Wagner, and it's Love in at the point guard position. And for the Bronx, and it's Booth in at the small forward position. And Orlando going back to the bold pinstripes. Johns, I think I like it. What do you think?
BA, I'm a Chicagoan, so I remember those pinstripe Bulls uniforms. It's a throwback look. From everything I've heard, it's been a very warm reception in Orlando. It's a little bit of nostalgia. Connecting this team to those iconic Magic squads from back in the day in the 90s, I think that's a good sign. I'm a fan.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Peters. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. It's deflected. Here's Booth. There's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, BA, Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Matthews passes to Dunleavy. Here's Starks. And the three-pointer goes.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Getting ready for the Bronx. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ball stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Torres, good.
This squad can't do anything wrong. They haven't missed one yet.
Magic trail by 12. And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. But trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day, people are going to look at stats. They're going to look at how many championships you win. They're going to look at the entire body of work, and rings culture is a part of that to an extent.
Yeah, think about the civic pride that comes to a city that an organization is in when they do win a championship.
Kevin Durant won 2 rings with the Warriors when he went there. LeBron James won 2 rings with the Miami Heat when he went there. So they both have gone and sought after that culture that comes with championship pedigree.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous... job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back over to you, BA.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. It's both from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's ABC. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's stolen by Ellis. Down low. Pass to De Silva. Wide open. Orlando again missing.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Number 1, first personal foul.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
The Magic. Ellis. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. The Bronx making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's ABC. Started by Ellis.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Magic trail by 10. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Alexander, he's checked in for Okoro. And the Bronx with possession here. Here's Alexander. That shot off. Nice D from Ellis. Tipped away. In transition, here they come. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And so it's the Bronx going into the break up 12. Building this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Bronx.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
We've got Sharp, and it's Flores in at the 2 guard. And for the Magic, we've got Holland, and it's Ellis in at the point. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Here's Holland. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation.
Oh, he packed it down!
That is incredible.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. To the paint. It's tipped. Orlando moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. Deflected. MP outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Magic trail by 19. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages and replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Here's Starks. Misses the three. The Magic have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Peters. Offline with a three. The Bronx leading by 22. Fires for three. And that one's good. Starks has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Kane. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by the Magic. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Baseline try. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Bronx ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for...
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many... Okay, switching gears. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Bronx has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Well to play great defense. Whoa! Big finish!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Pass to De Silva. Here's Kane. Lets it go. The Bronx grabs the miss. Starks has got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Magic shooting just around 26% for the game. Blocked! And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Goes to Orlando.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
It's picked off. Going inside, and Dunleavy gets it to go.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender. Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past him, B.A.
Second free throw, no good. For the Bronx, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. It's stolen by Love.
Bronx foul. Matthews. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
90 seconds into the second half now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Love at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Grantham. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Here's De Silva. Orlando again missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Shot's good by Grantham. Grantham's got 13.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Deflects the pass. Here's Starks. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Timeout called, the Bronx. The Bronx making a switch here. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Number 1, the Magic.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Right side, Love. 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Sharp grabs the miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
It's stolen. Orlando calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Orlando making a switch here. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Back to Love. Pass to Holland. Shoots. And another miss by Orlando.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job.
Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
You know, when you're trailing, you can't afford mistakes, and he's made a few of them tonight.
Now here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. Oh, hammer it home!
Nice.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
At the line for the Magic, Love. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw is good. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Fires from way outside. The shot misses.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Here's ABC. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A 3-point opportunity here. And the Magic making a change here. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And here's Ellis. Knocked away. Here's the break. Here's ABC. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. For Orlando, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Peters. Here's Drew, guarded by Sharp. Here's Peters. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Out to the wing. Here's Grantham. Holland with a rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's ABC. And he gets that one. ABC's got 21.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
To stop the run. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Bronx. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Holland. And it's Jeffries in at the 3. Here's Flores. Counted from distance.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. The Magic shooting just 21% from the floor. Wagner against Sharp. Wagner, the pass to Ellis. Here's Jeffries. Orlando again missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Okoro. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Orlando moving the ball around. Ellis outside. Pass to Wagner to the inside. Here's De Silva. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit to take on the Pistons. And then on Thursday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Manea, he's checked in for the Bronx. Pass to De Silva. Here's Kane. Inside. Outside for Love. The three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's ABC. And he drops in the layup off the glass. ABC's got 13 in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
A nifty play off the dribble. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
Flores, good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Kane. Pass to Wagner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's ABC. Covered by Love. And it's ABC missing. Orlando's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Wagner. Soft touch off the glass.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Let's go with a three. Love grabs the miss. Here's Orlando. To the wing, right side. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Pass to Kane. And the layup is good off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's ABC. Tries the spin move. Gets the bucket.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
So we see the Bronx get the win.
Yo, so that was a great game.
Tonight, and the crowd loving
God,
every second of it.
the amount of ankles and layups was just fire. I'll cut y'all back probably on game 5 or game 4. Peace.